In case you haven't heard, Harry's memoir, Spare, is now set for release on January 10th. Upon hearing of this announcement, Piers Morgan wrote on Twitter, ready to tell his story, Prince Privacy hasn't stopped yapping, whining, and trashing his family all bloody year. Is there really anything new to tell at this point? Harry and Meghan have been exposing the royals since they left 2 years ago. Finding Freedom, the Oprah interview. Most recently, Archetypes, which Meghan is using as her platform to air every possible grievance she can field with the royals and defending herself as the absolute perfect angel she is. Piers also tweeted, Prince Privacy will hurl his latest torrent of malevolent money-making muck at the royal family just in time to ruin his father's coronation as king. Charles should strip this petulant, selfish, greedy, hypocritical brat of all his remaining royal titles and status ASAP. There are a lot of people who agree with this. The royals need to cut them off financially and remove their titles. A new Express UK poll indicates that a staggering 93% have no interest in reading Harry's memoir. That's in the UK. The writing seems to be on the wall. However, there is a twist. Meghan and Harry are separated legally and have now filed formal papers in preparation for a possible divorce in the near future. That's the gossip. There were already hints of this. In Meghan's recent Variety interview, she refused to call Harry by his name, instead referring to him as my husband 8 times during the interview. That's distancing. She seems to be distancing herself emotionally. My cards have been telling me that their relationship behind the scenes is horrible. And for a long time, Harry was the one trying to make the relationship work. But more recently, that dynamic is reversing, with Meghan now trying to hold on to Harry and those titles. If they are finally separated, then Harry will be finally returning to the royal family and Charles won't wish to strip his titles. Does Harry regret writing this memoir? Did Harry not want to go through with this memoir? Finally, we have Harry pleading with his old pals and exes to open up for this memoir. But the reports are most of them are saying no. They would all be, under non-disclosure agreements. I want to also look at Harry and his old friends. I mean, I get that they don't want to make statements like this against the royals in any book, but I wonder, are they still there for Harry? Let's take a look at these things and see what the cards want to reveal today.
Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Okay, so the latest is that Harry did not want to go forward with the publishing of this book. I mean, Charles could have bought it out, but let's see. Does Harry, does he not want to go forward with this? Because this seems pretty aggressive, releasing it on January 10th. They were going to release it earlier, but the Queen died. I mean, who could have guessed that a 96-year-old woman would pass away at some point? And so they were going to release it before Christmas, get all those Christmas sales, but, now he's going to release it after Christmas. Doesn't seem like an optimal time, but it does seem like the soonest it can be released, after their previous plans. So did he not want to go forward with releasing this book? It's just a process. Everything's just marching along. Oh, executioner. Okay. Oh, look at that. Honest man. Oh, the devil. Well, there's a process. Okay, things just, they set this process in motion, and it's hard to stop it. Money, there's a lot of money involved. There's a whole industry here, and it's kind of maybe out of his hands, ruler. So let's see, 13 and 9, 22. There's a lot of people involved. The publishing industry, they're there to make money. They gave Harry an $18 million advance. I mean, if Charles was going to pay off the book and stop it, he'd have to give them a whole lot more than $18 million. Because even though a lot of people don't like this, this is going to be a big seller. It's going to sell at least $36 million. Okay, that's why they would give him an $18 million advance. So, or 18 million, is it $18 million or 18 million pounds? Well, he's in the U.S., so it should be dollars, how they used to buy and sell oil. But maybe that's not going to be the case anymore, which is going to be very bad for the United States. So these things just, they have a life of their own. He started this train, and this train is going to keep going, and there's a lot of people involved. And it is about money. The money has exchanged hands. An executioner, an executive decision. The executioner doesn't have to consult anyone else. They just do it. They're a mafia boss. They're a judge. They just do it, and they can cut the head off. So I think that Harry was not maybe in charge of. There's a lot to make this stop. It takes a lot to make this stop, and he is definitely having cold feet about it. Roadblock in the near future, he's definitely having cold feet. Like, oh, what? I don't know what's going to happen. He's very emotional about it. It's all about his emotions. Okay, you see the leftists. They act like small children, full-grown adults. Usually they're really fat, and they act like small children. Why are they all so unattractive? You know, these people who act like children. It's really strange. But he's really emotional about it, and he's kind of regretting it. He is telling himself that he's just telling the truth as it was. Hopes and fears the devil. He's really afraid that this is going to go horribly wrong for him because he's taking a huge risk. And, you know, he's a prince. All he has to do is shut his mouth and sit down, and he's a prince. He's risking all of this. And outside events, finger of God. He doesn't know what's going to happen. So he's definitely having cold feet. This marched on without him. And I think the January 10th date, I think the release, I think this is all made at the publisher. And I think he really, even if he objects, it doesn't matter. He's going to have to buy it all back. There's just so many people involved, so much money involved that he has to go forward with it. And there's a ghostwriter. Everybody needs to get paid. And, you know, you need to get paid not because you're greedy, but because if you don't get paid, well, you can't do this work anymore. You're going to have to find something else to do. The big question is, are Harry and Meghan separated? Okay, now this could be a ruse. Lady C pointed out that they could just be saying they're separated so that when this book comes out, Harry's titles don't get stripped away. Because I actually think that's exactly what's happening, and this is why the royals are so good at chess. They wait for you to do terrible things. They let the public get all upset about it, and then... All right, so my batteries went out. So I was saying that, so this could be a ruse. Okay, Meghan doesn't want the title stripped. That's all she's got. Because I think she's a narcissist, she has like this biological urge to destroy Harry, and that's how she gets ahead. She destroys others to get ahead, and she has no kind words for anybody, apparently. And I think when they separate or divorce, you're going to hear her say just the nastiest things about Harry. And so it's just going to get worse for Harry. So, but are they legitimately separated? What's actually going on between Harry and Meghan? So I want to look at Harry and Meghan. And I want to, if it's deception and a clever tactic to not get the title stripped, then we'll see it. So let's look at Harry and Meghan. Are they really separated? Harry, Meghan, that's very official. What's that? Are they really separated? Let's read this on the bottom here. The woman, very emotional about the future. The executioner can be a judge or a lawyer, and it's very complicated. And this can be another woman. But I think it's so tens are ending. Aces are beginning. We have a couple of aces. We have a couple of tens. The woman is very emotional about this. I think Harry is initiating this. Let's add this up. 24, 34 plus 3, 37, 47, 57. Goodness gracious. 54 cards. That's ace of diamonds. No, ace of clubs. A new planting. So I think Harry is initiating this, if it's happening. I haven't decided that it's happening yet. Best for the family. So they're trying to be amicable, which very rarely happens in a divorce. I think they start out amicably and then it becomes very ugly. And getting divorced is like more painful than death, I hear, and it's just awful. It's like getting cancer. Getting divorced is like getting cancer. And that's why everybody does it, because it's so pleasant. I think I'll just go get divorced, which is like worse than cancer. And I had cancer, by the way, and it was terrible. So what do we have over here? Strength, rooted family, and family, 18, 5 diamonds. Renewal, Here's the court card, and this is what needs to happen now, and a new life. 5, 14, 4 diamonds. I can't tell. We're going to ask the sticks. I can't tell. Okay, no, yeah. Let's just ask the sticks, and then we'll reinterpret those cards. Yes, no, yes, no. All right. Are they really getting divorced? Are they really separated? Are Harry and Meghan actually separated? Are they actually separated right now? Hail Mary, full of grace, Lord is with thee. Okay, so that's a very tentative yes. Oh, it's getting stronger. It's getting stronger. Okay, yes, that's a very strong yes. Yes, they are actually separated. They are actually separated. Are they moving toward, okay, calm down, sticks. Are they moving toward divorce? Are they contemplating divorce? Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary. Okay, come on, lefty. Are they actually contemplating divorce? Are they moving towards divorce? Glory be to the Father. Okay, that's a good yes. Okay, so they are separated. They are thinking about divorce. Let's look at these cards. Okay, so this is Harry finally waking up. He's the one initiating this. And that is what I saw in the cards. Initially, Harry was the one hanging on to the relationship, and Meghan was like with the wandering eye kind of thing. And then the more recent readings, Harry is had enough of the craziness and just the bipolarness of the house. And Meghan was hanging on because she doesn't want to lose those titles. He's everything. That title is all she's ever got. And that's what, and so they're all like fighting for the titles for the children and all that. So what have we got here? this kind of has to happen now, and a new start, and it's official. Harry is committed to the family, but he needs a new start. Butterfly is transformation. The caterpillar goes into the cocoon and then transforms into a new life. So it does look like it's happening. It does, and the sticks confirm. So they are separated. That's good intel. So let's look at Harry and his friends. Are they still there for him? Because there's a lot of water under the bridge. I know what it is to be involved with a narcissist, and my narcissist really tried to turn everybody against me, and she largely succeeded. And it makes me think that people are unbelievably stupid or just selfish or self-involved. But, I mean, Harry was just not being the person they expected him to be. He was not jolly. He was not friendly. He was not inviting them to things. And really, it was Meghan doing this to Harry's friends and isolating him. So let's look at Harry and his friends. Are they still there for him through all of this? Harry, oh, devil. Ooh, snake. Oh, my goodness. His friends. Oh, wow. How interesting. Yeah, so Harry thinks that he's burnt his bridges. Devil, snake, no. He just thinks it's over. 32. He really feels like they hate him. He feels like everybody hates him at this point, and he's just the devil. And the devil's in the past, and there's all kinds of problems, and they just want nothing to do with him. On the friend's side, 16, it's dormant, 4 spades coffin. They're just laying low, but they're happy to welcome him back and start again. Butterfly. They're all still there for him. And these 10s are wonderful. Inheritance and hamster wheel. The hamster wheel's upside down. Okay, well, I need to read it upside down since it came out upside down, because I don't shuffle my cards to be upside down. Again, a long history of bad stuff. But more recently, their history has been overturned, and it's quite bad. 25 spades, yeah. So there's a lot. He's been kind of a bad actor, but his friends are going to be very understanding. They're going to welcome him back with open arms once he leaves Meghan. Okay, inheritance is also the royal family card, so maybe even the royals will welcome him back with open arms. But he just sees his situation as just a complete disaster. He's ruined. That's how he feels. He actually feels that all of his relationships are just ruined. And at this point in time, I would agree with him. He's right. So are the royals ready to invite Harry back, or they want to put their spiked boots on and kick him around a little? Because, the normal reaction is just put your spiked boots on, put your cleats on, and just kick them around a little bit. So are the royals willing to invite, welcome Harry back? Welcome back, Harry and Cotter. That's on the surface. Outside. Mm-hmm. Well, what's on the surface is often what's different than what's underneath. But on the surface, yeah, they'll work with him. They're going to keep really quiet. They're going to keep the secrets. Water and wine, 15, 18. Yeah, they would be happy to renew. They would be happy to welcome him back. And they're not going to talk about all the crap that he did. But underneath, outside events, okay, this book looks like it's about to be published. And that's going to create a whole series of events that no one can really anticipate. Actions lead to many consequences in outside events on an ongoing basis. And hamster wheel and woman, the long-term situation is what's important. 22, 29, 32, 35, 9 clubs. Yeah, so Nine clubs is Hightower, the structure and the business of being royal. The tower could be like the castle keep. So yeah, they will welcome him back, but they do realize that they have to respond to all this stuff. So Harry is getting cold feet. He's very worried about it. He feels his life is ruined. They are separating and they are looking at divorce. So that's great. Okay, that's the best thing that Harry can do. Is he needs to leave and get away from Meghan. Harry's friends are still there for him, but nobody's going to say anything or do anything for Harry until he leaves Meghan. Okay, and he feels that it's just a disaster. And, you know, like for an alcoholic to quit, for a drug addict to quit, they reach rock bottom. Harry is at rock bottom. I mean, he has a very bleak outlook on his life. And that's maybe good. If he now turns around, that's good. So I hope it looks like these rumors are true. And, you know, but that book is still going out. I'm surprised they're not buying it back. They're not paying it off. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. Don't forget to like and subscribe.